Teams met in the playoffs last year. Although it was a 3-0 sweep, every single one of those sets was very close. Could have gone either way. Gibbons, of course, going on to win last year's state title. And if you think about it, Apex Friendship may have been the toughest game in the entire playoffs that Gibbons faced that year. We start off today with a little pregame waving at one another. A COVID rule change from the trading high fives. A few other COVID rule changes. Teams don't switch ends after every set, which I tend to like. Also, the benches are a little bit more spread out as they were last year. But the good news is we're allowed to have a lot more fans, and it looks like the Gibbons football team just got done with practice, so they have created a nice little student section at the end of the court. That would be on the right side of your screen. I'll do my best tonight to try to work in as many names as possible and keep stats. They will be unofficial stats, very much so unofficial. So bear with me as we try to do this broadcast from a big non-conference showdown early in the year. With the serve there, that's Meredith Reeg for Gibbons. And into the net goes the attempted kill by Alex Hatchett. Apex Friendship takes the first point of the match. Hatchett, such an important part of last year's title run. This is A.K. Young with the attempt, and she gets the kill. The junior, who, like Hatchett, has to step up her game this year after Emily Chrysologos, last year's 4A title MVP, graduated. She's now at University of Delaware. This is Young again. She gets it down. No, sorry. Official. Okay, I thought there was a tip there, and it appears to be correct. There's a little mix-up with the call, but that'll be 2 kills for A.K. Young, both assisted by the always busy Celia Ryan, the setter for Gibbons. The offense has run through her for the last 3 years. She sets this one. There's another kill. That one by Hatchett. And an ace to make it 4-1. That's Alina Ryan. And I need to correct that she was the one who actually had the kill on the last one, not Hatchett. It was 23, not 32. And make it back-to-back for the freshman, Alina Ryan. It's not often you see too many freshmen on top 4A teams, especially not at a program like Gibbons with so many state titles, and you make it 3 aces in a row. Timeout. Anytime you see that many aces in a row, it's going to prompt a timeout, and the Patriots take one here. 6-1. Can't ask for much of a better start than that. One of the first things that jumps out to you when you're looking at Apex Friendship is they do have a lot of size, very formidable at the net. This year they have a 3-2 win over Millbrook, a 3-1 win over Jordan, and just last night they had an easy time with Chapel Hill, in a 3-0 sweep. Usually that's a game that's pretty well contested. Chapel Hill has been a 3A power for the last several years, moving up to 4A this year, but Apex Friendship had no trouble whatsoever. They just get it over the net on this one. Ryan, oh, they're going to whistle it for touching the net. I believe that was Celia Ryan's hair. I may have touched the net. I believe that's what the officials saw there. And it'll be 6-2. One of the players we're going to talk about a lot tonight, I would imagine, for Apex Friendship is senior setter Maddie Cox. So really in this game, you have two of the best setters in the entire state. Maddie Cox on the side of Apex Friendship, and on the side of Gibbons, Celia Ryan. Ryan, oh, a little miscommunication on that one, maybe. A good save there. AK Young now just going to get it over the net. Cox. AK Young going back corner. She got it. 3 kills for AK Young, the junior. I got tripped up a little bit there. Still trying to memorize everyone's name, but Ashlyn Haney of Apex Friendship, I thought, had a pretty good attempt during that point. And on the Gibbons side, Meredith Reeg with a good dig. This is Haney going to the back. It's kept in by Caroline Schaefer. And this is put down by Macy Leda, the sophomore. Macy Leda. Now to serve, Caroline Schaefer. Definitely one of the strengths of the Gibbons team, as you see right there. Indian Navarre, she gets it down. One of the strengths of the Gibbons team is having so many players who are great defensive specialists. We haven't even called out Megan Beaver's name yet, the senior. One of the best liberos in the state. Instead tonight, we have Meredith Reeg and Caroline Schaefer who have stepped up. As that last serve goes into the net. 9-3 now for Gibbons. This is Hatchett to serve. You see there, just serve receive tonight, making a huge impact in the early goings. That serve going out. Brings the Patriots a little bit back into this. Ryan, she's going back row to Schaefer. Just gets over the net there for the Patriots, and Navarre tries to put it down, but they... Oh, so we have here another call. I thought it was going to be in the net for Apex Friendship. But instead, that infraction is on Gibbons. And the Patriots get the point. Reeg to Ryan. She's going for Lita. And it hits the net, goes out. Serving this is Sophia Matthews from Apex Friendship. A big swing there by Gibbons' Louisa Barrett. Wow, what an attempt there. What a pass, I should say. And how about that for a swing from the Apex Friendship side? Avery Markham. We haven't mentioned her name until now, but Markham is one of the better hitters in the Triangle region. was honorable mention All-State last year by high school OT, as was Maddie Cox, the Patriots setter. Ryan going for the quick tip. Almost got it down. Now she'll take a swing herself. Kept in play by the Patriots, and it ends up back to Markham. And she's getting a little warmed up now. It's 10-8. The Patriots not going away. Schaefer with a good dig on that one. Quickly over the net goes Ryan. Markham. Schaefer keeps it in. Going to Lita. She finds the right place to put that one down. Unofficially, out of these 11 points for Gibbons, 5 have been kills, with AK Young leading the way with 3. Celia Ryan, the engineer of the offense for the last 3 years for Gibbons. Navarre over the net. Indian Navarre, now she'll be serving. If that name sounds familiar to you for whatever reason, it might be that you know a little bit about girls basketball. Indian Navarre is one of the top-ranked players in the nation. So often with top-level basketball players, they don't usually play volleyball as well, but Navarre is the exception to that rule. He's out here making an impact for the Patriots. Ryan going to hatchet. Excuse me, that was her sister, Ryan. Celia Ryan now. Lita, blocking error will go out, and the point will be Gibbons. Over the net, Cox, what an incredible dig there by Reeg to keep that one in. Ryan going to the behind her to AK Young, yet another one. (13-9). Things really evening out after that quick opening burst by Gibbons. Make it 13-10 as that one goes into the net. Serving this one is Maddie Cox for Apex Friendship. That one is out. And it'll be Gibbons' turn to serve. Back-to-back service errors. Meredith Reeg picks her spot. Gives the Apex Friendship a little bit of trouble. Ryan to hatchet. She puts it down. If you've watched Alex Hatchett play volleyball for just a little bit, you'll see she's a fiery competitor, and that emotion coming out there. And Reeg serves it right between the entire Friendship team. She split the difference perfectly there. And that will prompt another Friendship timeout. Score now 16-10. If you're watching, I'm assuming you pretty much know the volleyball rules, but in case not, first one to 25 must win by 2. That gives you the set. It's a best of 5. However, if in the 5th set, it's a first to 15 win by 2. The Crusaders had to go to that 5th set in their match against Green Level. That was on Thursday. It was a season opener for Gibbons. Gibbons losing the season opener, falling to 0-1. But won 4 matches, I should say, on Saturday in an all-Catholic schools tournament, defeating Charlotte Catholic and John Paul II from here in North Carolina, as well as Bishop McGuinness. And then also, as Markham puts that one down for Apex Friendship, also defeating Peninsula Catholic from Newport News, Virginia. Apex Friendship also had to go to a fifth set in their first match of the season, narrowly defeating Millbrook. Their win over Jordan in the second match was 3-1. Friendship somehow keeps this one alive. AK Young kept in. Celia Ryan, another pass to Young. Gives the Patriots a little bit of trouble. Looks like they'll get it over. Ryan now passing to the other Ryan. And Markham from the back row almost got that one down. AK Young will get another kill there. 5 kills for AK Young already in the first set. Celia Ryan kept coming back to her to win that last point. This is Celia Ryan trying to place that one perfectly on just inside the back line. Doesn't work out. And it's now 17-12. AK Young, why not? Have yourself a game, AK Young. 6 kills now. This is Cox going to Haney, and that is going to be a kill. The junior. That one just going too many miles per hour to handle along the back row. Back row attempt there by Ryan, the freshman Ryan. And look at the alertness from Maddie Cox. You would expect that from a very experienced setter. Able to catch the defense off guard, go with a quick tip over the net. Folks watching at home, my goal was to have a little bit more stats for you. Right now I've only got kills and aces. I'll do better later in the season. This is Lita. Putting it down for Gibbons. 6 points away from taking this first set now. Getting harder for the Patriots to come back in this one, and they somehow get that one over the net. It looked like it hit 2 wrists. From one wrist to another wrist, and somehow over the net, and they get the point out of that. Sometimes you just got to keep the ball alive, no matter what part of your body winds up being used. An attacking error for the Crusaders. This is Sophia Matthews, a defensive specialist for the Patriots, serving. That was a tough serve, but handled well by Gibbons. Markham, amazing dig there by Caroline Schaefer. We've got a whistle that will give the points to the Patriots. They have to score them in a hurry in order to win this set, and they've done just that. 19-16 now. Within striking distance. Lita, what a great dig there. Keeping that one alive was Haney. To the back pin they go. Ryan is stuffed. Lita going just over the defense, but an amazing job by the Patriots to keep that one alive and get the point. One of the best points we've seen so far in the match. Avery Markham, her 4th kill. 19-17 now. Getting interesting here. It's still Matthew's serve. That thing just had a nosedive on it at the end. Cox to Navarre. She puts it down. We have a 1-point match. And you know what that's going to do? That's going to force a timeout. Cardinal Gibbons has to call a timeout. 19-18 is your score right now. Gibbons needing 6 points to come away with this set, while Apex Friendship is now looking at, if I can do my math correctly, only 7. I teach English here at Cardinal Gibbons High School. I don't teach math. Sometimes the simplest addition things are a little bit difficult for me. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. Celia Ryan going to lead it out of the timeout. Well, that ball dodged a whole lot of iron bars, steel bars up there. This is not the tallest gym ceiling that you'll see. Sometimes that affects certain points. Ryan going to Lita. Out of bounds, and wait a second, no, tipped. He rules that it's tipped. That was a weird one. It looked like Gibbons kind of turned their head as if to say, oh man, we missed that one. But the official rules, and there wasn't, to be honest, there wasn't that much pushback from the Patriots who were near there. So we'll give the official the benefit of the doubt there. Markham, what a kill. It somehow winds up on their side of the net after ricocheting off the steel beam. So that would be a point for Apex Friendship. Markham with 5. Markham 5 kills for Apex Friendship. AK Young 6 for Cardinal Gibbons. And this is Navarre with the serve. And that was a pretty good serve at that. And Navarre is able to dig on the other end. We have a whistle. Was not handled correctly. That gives the point to Apex Friendship. And score right now 20-20. Anybody's point. Anybody's match. Anybody's set. They go to the freshman this time, and Alina Ryan puts it down for Gibbons. Huge point there. I guess they're all huge points from here on, technically speaking. Haney right down the middle, but it's out. Just barely. Correct call from where I'm sitting. It was close, but just out. It looked like she had found the perfect spot for that ball to land. A very tough serve there. Markham Just trying to get it over the defense. Young, and now about this, a big-time block. We'll give Markham half of that block, and the other half to Apex Friendship's number 5. That's Abby Morse. Again, about, I think, at least 4 players for Apex Friendship listed at 6 foot or taller. Those were 2 of them there. AK Young gets it down. 23-21. And these have been really great serves from Gibbons, but you can tell that Apex Friendship has addressed some of those early serve-receive issues they had that allowed Gibbons to jump out to the wide opening lead. I want to say it was like 8-1. Such a wide lead to open the match. Ryan, and this is, again, that's Morse, her second block. Second block in the last few points at that. 23-22. The serve is now Markham's. That's Alina Ryan getting under that one. AK Young with the attempt. Cox just pushes it to the back corner. It's kept in. This is Young again. Cox for Apex Friendship going back row to Markham. And right there is Alex Hatchett for the block. (24-22). Haney, oh, that was a great swing on that one. The velocity of Haney's kills. Really coming up big at crucial times for Apex Friendship. It's 24-23. Gibbons gets this next point, and the first set is done. Apex Friendship gets it, and we've got a little extra volleyball here. Celia Ryan going down the middle. It's Alex Hatchett to put it away. And that'll win the first set, 25-23. Going to the home team. We'll take a quick break. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back with the second set in no time. And we are back to start off the second set. 25-23 went the first set in favor of the Crusaders. Just a quick recap of some of the stats I've been keeping. Unfortunately, I wish I had more in terms of assists and digs and that sort of thing. I have Gibbons with 5 aces in that first set. And I have A.K. Young with a match-high 7 kills. Followed closely behind Apex Friendship's star hitter, Avery Markham, who had 5 kills. This is Maddie Cox with the serve to get us started in the second set. And you see Alina Ryan, the freshman, notching her 4th kill of the match. Meredith Reed picking her spots well in the defense, but Haney keeps it in for Apex Friendship, and that's going to go out for an Apex Friendship point. A good kill there by Haney. Was unable to be returned. Dodged a whole lot of steel beams and hit one of the wires that goes to the basketball goals. That one stays in, a big-time block for Apex Friendship. I want to say that's about the 4th block we've seen from the Patriots tonight. Again, hard to find teams with this much size. Number of players over 6 foot. Annalise Baldoff had a lot of velocity on that one for the Patriots, but Gibbons keeps it in. Back row, this is Markham. Reeg trying to set up Alina Ryan. It's kept in after a block there. Alina Ryan, Celia Ryan, A.K. Young. And it goes over the net. Wow, how did the Apex Friendship keep that one alive? This is going to be one long point here. Oh, it's kept in. And just over the net after it goes off the backboard in one case. Not sure if you can see that on the broadcast. Wow, this is getting more and more insane here. And there it is. Alina Ryan finally puts it down. The end of a very long point. One of those moments where you just want to clap for both teams for the incredible effort given to both. That one is out. A service error by Gibbons, and Apex Friendship has an early 3-2 lead. This is Braylon Prosky, the libero of Apex Friendship, with the serve. An attacking error leads to another Apex Friendship point. 4-2. Got to give Prosky a lot of credit in helping stabilize the early problems with serve receive that Apex Friendship had. A.K. Young. Another kill for her in Cardinal Gibbons. Caroline Schaefer with the serve. Into the net goes that swing by Baldoff, Annalise Baldoff. And we're tied at 4. As I mentioned earlier, I am a teacher here at Cardinal Gibbons. Only 2 players on the court right now have been taught by me, though. Caroline Schaefer and A.K. Young. Actually, A.K. has been subbed off, so she's not even on the court right now. But 2 that I've mentioned tonight have been through my sophomore English class. Got a new group this year. In the second week of the school year, it's always good to get back, and it's nice this year. Everyone's back in the building. I'm sure everyone, no matter what school you're at or what school your kids attend, we can all agree on that. It's good to have everyone back in the building. That was Hatchett with the last kill. It's back and forth they go. Navarre. You know, India Navarre is not one of these players I keep mentioning for Apex Friendship who's 6 foot or taller. But when you're one of the best girls basketball players in the country, being 5'10" with those kind of hops kind of works out to the same thing. It's like having someone much, much taller out there in the court. The way she's able to elevate and get on top of that ball and send it straight down is something else. Celia Ryan. Next thing you know is Alina Ryan setting up her sister Celia. Usually goes the other way around. But now you've got Alina working as the setter here for Gibbons. One of the reasons I mentioned that's kind of unusual that Celia Ryan has been the setter for the last 2 years for Gibbons. Very few other players rotating in. Some schools will have 2 setters, so the stats are pretty much evenly divided. With Gibbons over the last 2 years, Celia Ryan has, I believe, more than 800 assists in both seasons. And she actually gets the kill on that last one with a little tip over the net, keeping the defense guessing. I believe that's the second one of those that she's been able to put down. Haney's swing goes into the top net just over and gets across. Now she digs to keep that one alive. Maddie Cox, what a pass that was, going all the way from one pin to the other. Alita will get the kill on that one. A deflection. The cheering section at the end of this, at the end of the gym on your right side as you're watching, it has dwindled down. I believe maybe football has practice or something. Now we're down to basketball players who maybe got done with a workout or something. I don't know. That was a big-time swing, I believe, by Haney. I was a bit distracted with the ball coming directly at me. And we're going to have a little discussion about this. Now, whose point it should be. It was out unless it took a deflection, in which case that'll be Haney's kill. Unofficially. Because again, the ball's coming at you that fast. It's just kind of a blur. No touch, and it'll be Gibbons' point. (8-7) is the margin. The evenly matched match that you would expect. Cox setting up Haney on the back row. A good dig there from Celia Ryan. This is Alina Ryan trying the attempt for Gibbons. Cox trying to surprise the defense. Doesn't work. Reig on the back row. Lita with a chance. Incredible dig by Reeg. And Celia Ryan will just get it over the net with a free ball there. Navarre with a huge kill attempt, I should say. This doesn't result in the point. Maddie Cox with that attempt for Apex Friendship. And Alina Ryan, after another long back and forth, comes away with the point. I promise you, Apex Friendship folks, I was not trying to accidentally call you Apex. You probably get that enough. I'll share some fun Apex Friendship facts here in a little bit. Reeg to Lita. Gets it over the defense, but back row doing a good job keeping it alive. Schaefer keeping it alive and dig, and I'm not sure. I thought that one may have been out, but we're going to credit Lita with the kill. That makes it 10-7. Cardinal Gibbons leading. Maddie Cox to Haney. Two Crusaders there in the vicinity trying to keep that one alive. An amazing play by Meredith Reeg. She is all over the place right now for Gibbons. And just as I say that, she does it again. Navarre, too much on it. But wait, they say there was contact, and that'll be the Patriots' point. Tipped, and that makes it 10-8. Navarre now to serve. This is another Ryan to Ryan connection there. Celia back to Alina. And a nice job there. We'll get the number right, but it's hard to see that. That is Markham coming up with her first kill of this set. Going with a little tip. Over the block. And a service error there from Apex Friendship gives Gibbons a point right back. Markham, her attempt again, and that gave Gibbons a little bit of trouble in the back row. She's getting warmed up. 2 kills in the last 3 points now for Markham. This will be Cox on the serve for the Patriots. Again, just applying pressure in all the right spots here. That is a kill by Alina Ryan, just over the net. She's up to 7 herself. That's tied with Markham for second most in the match. One behind her teammate, A.K. Young, for the most. Oh, look at that was a nice movement there by Apex Friendship. Abby Morse, I've got that as her first kill. She's had a couple blocks. But the way she was coming around to that pin, set up perfectly with a pass by Cox. And we've got a timeout here. About halfway through this one, depending on how the points play out. But we're halfway home, I should say. 12-11. Cardinal Gibbons leading, and if you're just tuning in, the Crusaders won the first set, so they lead the match 1-0. Coming out of that timeout, we've got Avery Markham on the serve for the Patriots. Markham back row. Little too high. Couldn't get it down. That'll give Gibbons another point. Wow, that was one heck of a swing. Annalise Baldoff. I've got that as her first kill of the match, unofficially, going right down the line. Seems like a lot of the Patriots' best opportunities as of late have been attacking right near the pin. This was no different. Baldoff. A really good dig there by Courtney Morrison to keep it alive. And Gibbons will get the point. I believe this is the first time tonight Courtney Morrison is subbed in. Listed as a sophomore on the roster. I know that's incorrect. So I taught her last year as a sophomore. Morrison, a junior, and I think she's been subbed right back out. So a good play from Morrison, making the best use of her time. Baldoff again from Apex Friendship. It's kept in, and not because it was easy. Baldoff tried it again for the Patriots. This is Reeg for Gibbons. Over to Leda. Markham digs it out for Apex Friendship. Celia Ryan. Now Avery Markham. Attempted block there. Oh, takes a few deflections here for Gibbons. And unbelievable how that wound up being a point. Alex Hatchett taking on the role of setter. Just kind of set the point on the other side of the net. Somehow found a spot between all 6 Patriots players. You take them however you can get them, and it's 15-12. Gibbons leading. Hatchet. Give her 2 kills and as many points. Schaefer, the serve goes out. Apex Friendship just hanging around here, 16-13. Leda, that hit the pin, and that'll be whistled out. Attacking error for Gibbons. Haney's serve clips the net but gets across. This is Hatchet going right back at Haney, who keeps it alive. Markham, Reeg with the dig. It takes the deflection off one of the beams, and now Reeg will send a free ball over. Maddie Cox went for the tip. This is Baldoff. Schaefer with a good dig. Navarre tried to block that one. Stays alive. Maddie Cox showing her skill. She knew there was a hole on that side of the defense because of the way the last point had gone. The way that point had gone, excuse me. And Maddie Cox drops it in perfectly with a little no-look action. The Patriots are within a point of being tied. Bowdoff gets it the kill, and we are tied. 9 points still needed by either side to close out the second set. But now they're on even terms. Give credit to Haney. She has kept a lot of things alive. She's been kept very busy there for Apex Friendship. This is Navarre with her 6th kill of the match. And Apex Friendship has taken its first lead in a long time. I want to say maybe 3-2 was the last time we had a lead. Haney's serve goes out. This is Hatchett, the senior captain, co-captain, getting the ace. Got that as her 2nd tonight. Looked like the Crusaders got a little crossed up there. Allowing that point to settle down on their side of the net. Jadira, hold on 1 second, the ball's coming to me. Okay. Jadira Wongdam making her first appearance for Gibbons. And again, the ball came to me, so I have no idea what happened on the last point. The only thing I can tell you is what you already know. It was Gibbons' point. 19-18, the Crusaders lead. Maddie Cox. Very opportunistic at the net for the Patriots. She knows when she needs to just dump that ball over the net, get a quick point, and when she needs to find someone on her team. Navarre, serve. Oh, it stays in. That thing took a last-second nosedive. It looked like it was going out. Even to me, as I'm sitting here at this particular back corner. And all of a sudden, the thing just sunk. She going again to the back line. And the Crusaders hit that one into the net. It's 21-19, Apex Friendship. That'll prompt a timeout for the Crusaders. And roll Pats is the short-lived cry of the fans who have made it here from the west side of Apex. Here's a quick story on Apex Friendship High School. When they were originally planning for this school, they thought they would call it West Apex. There's a little pushback from the people who lived in the community where the school currently resides, a community that even I, as someone who lived in Apex, had no idea existed, called Friendship. There's a community established where people of all different races, Native American, freed slaves, all settled in there, and they said, you know what, we're going to get along. We're going to make this thing work. We're not going to have anything in this community that is negative. Such a great message and they said, we're going to call ourselves our community Friendship. This is the Friendship community. And 100 years later, they were going to put a high school in that area. And once the word got out, it was only natural to honor both the current town, where the town limits now extend all the way out there in Apex, and also to honor the Friendship community. So the name will now live on forever in the form of this school, Apex Friendship. This is Courtney Morrison with the serve now for Gibbons. It goes out, 23-20. Apex Friendship trying to even this match up. A.K. Young, haven't heard from her in a while, but there she is, her 9th kill in the match. That is still the match high. Meredith Reed will be serving for Gibbons. They have to get the next 4 points before Apex Friendship gets the next 2. Reed. Wow, she perfectly placed that one. Took a nosedive. The perfect serve all around there for Reed. That's her 2nd ace. And then seeing something about that serve, Apex Friendship going to take a timeout here and adjust some things. Obviously, things just feel so much different going up 2-0 in a match versus being tied 1-1. The same true of going down 0-2 in a match versus evening things 1-1. It's a long, long road ahead of you. Certainly feels much, much longer if you drop the first 2. It's not impossible, as we saw last week with Green Level rallying back to defeat Gibbons. Green Level and Cary, not too far from Apex Friendship, 2 of the newest high schools in Wake County. This serve goes in, and it looked like that was Alina Ryan trying to block it there. Now she'll try to kill. It stays alive, but oh, some miscommunication, and we're tied at 23-23. Haney, blocked, big time, right there by A.K. Young and Alex Hatchett. Timeout Apex Friendship, because all of a sudden they're down 24-23. Apex Friendship has been stuck on 23 for a little bit. Now 3 straight points by Gibbons puts them in the driver's seat. Meredith Reed, the junior, her and Caroline Schaefer both played very well tonight, with Alex Beaver out due to injury. Beaver is on the bench watching, not in uniform. Markham trying versus Hatchett, and Hatchett blocks her not once but twice. And the Crusaders take the second set as well. Again, 25-23, identical scores in the first 2 sets. This is as close as it's been hyped that it would be. Both sides playing very well tonight. We'll take a quick break as we get ready for the 3rd set. Thanks for listening. We'll be back in just a little bit. All right, we are back with the third set. Meredith Reeg serving for Gibbons. Doesn't quite make it over the net. An Apex Friendship. Hold on 1 second, folks. Now maybe I won't sound so muffled. Apex Friendship with a quick 1-0 lead in the third set. They've lost the first 2 sets by identical 25-23 scores. And emotionally, that's just tough to come back from, especially when you've had a lead late in the second one. Speaking as someone who has covered quite a bit of volleyball in his day. Nonetheless, a team like Apex Friendship, whoa, and you can see it there, wow. Baldoff again. Only 3 kills, but I feel like all 3 have been with authority here. It's not out of the question. Of course, as we have mentioned before, we've already seen it this year here on this court. Definitely some miscommunication on that one as everyone kind of got out of the way like a matador would a bull. And the ace is notched there by Braylon Prosky. Prosky again with the serve. That was looking like it was a screwball the way it just took that turn. But yet, Gibbons is able to get a good pass to A.K. Young. I guess if you could mention one thing that Gibbons has done exceptionally well tonight, above other things, it would be that serve receive. Not a lot of aces on Apex Friendship's side. We did see one earlier in this set, I understand. But for the most part, Gibbons has been able to avoid giving up those kind of points and getting a good pass to a teammate. Navarre now leads her team in kills. She's up to 8. The middle hitter, a very talented middle hitter. who I'm sure will be playing basketball in the ACC or SEC or whatever Power 5 program she wants to go to next year. Apex Friendship, I missed the last point. You saw it, I didn't. Weird how that works sometimes, but it's 5-2. As the Patriots have come out here, now make it 6-2 on the tip from Maddie Cox. The Patriots have come out fired up. That kill will go to Lita as the unsuccessful block from Apex Friendship. Back row, this is Markham. Kept in. Schaefer with a good pass to Lita. Kept alive by Baldorf, and who else but India Navarre. 9 kills for her now. Just a little tip over the net, and it's 7-3. Sophia Matthews, the server now for Apex Friendship. A heck of a dig there by Matthews. Leda. Looks like a block was made there by Navarre. Putting the pressure on Gibbons. They do get it over the net. Now the pressure's back on Gibbons again. Leda tries it one more time. Navarre, yet another block. Hard to get it over someone who can jump that high. Cox trying to get the quick point there. Unsuccessful, but a good idea. Cox now is trying to serve Markham. It's kept in. This is another long point. Cox trying to go back to what worked earlier. Schaefer somehow keeps it in. Oh, this one hits the netting at the top. You had Caroline Schaefer diving one way. Aaliyah Ryan diving the other. Trying to return that ball after Maddie Cox, once again, almost a replay of earlier with the no-look. Trying to kind of set it just right where the defense wasn't, especially after a mad scramble like that. Navarre trying to quick tip it. Doesn't work. This is Celia Ryan. Around we go here, and this is going to stay on the side of Gibbons, so that'll be Apex Friendship point. 9-3, timeout Gibbons. The Patriots far from deflated after dropping the first 2 sets. They're right back in this. We're back in action here. This is Markham. Wow, that ball missed every steel beam up there to be kept alive. Navarre going for the corner, but Schaefer keeps it in. This is Navarre one more time. Can't quite get it over the net. 9-4. Gibbons gets the point back. Celia Ryan on the serve now for Cardinal Gibbons. Krosky with a good dig there. Alina Ryan. Matthews and Krosky have just played so well today for the Patriots. Navarre, a little bit too much on it. That was Celia Ryan getting it across the net. No time to have slow reflexes in a game like this. Celia Ryan. Using whatever part of the body you want to call whatever that was. Markham, good idea. A little bit too much on it. It's out, and that margin is shortening now. Crusaders clawing their way back in it, 9-6. Celia Ryan. Celia Ryan with the ace. That one, not as successful, goes right into the net. And we're at 10-7 now. India Navarre, 10 kills unofficially in this match, is now serving. It's the freshman Alina Ryan with the swing. Apex Friendship keeps it in. And that is Markham. Taking a little bit off that one. Dropping it in. This is Haney for Apex Friendship. Ball goes out. An attacking error for Gibbons, and it's now 12-7 Apex Friendship. I've mentioned Ashlyn Haney's name so much, I forgot to mention her first name every once in a while. Ashlyn Haney. That's Alina Ryan for Cardinal Gibbons. What a bright future she has, only a freshman. I promise you that's the last time I mention that. I think I've mentioned that enough. Courtney Morrison. One of the most athletic things I've seen on this court in the last year or so. Last year, Courtney Morrison made a half-court shot so she would get out of her weekly vocabulary assignment in my class. One attempt, nothing but net. She gets that serve over, cannot quite get the dig. I'll always forget that. I'm like, yeah, sure, if you hit the half-court shot, you don't have to do it. And then she just throws it in like a half second after I said that. Alina Ryan, give her 10 kills now. She's tied with AK Young for the most by any Crusaders player or any player, period, in this match. Bit of a delay, not sure why. I'm confused, and it seems like Gibbons is as well. Anyway, not sure what happens here or what is happening here, but it's 13-9. Apex Friendship leads in the third set. They need this set to extend the match. If they're able to do it, it'll be a really long night. If not, it'll be a very misleading sweep if Apex Friendship doesn't get at least one of these sets. 25-23 in the first set, 25-23 in the second set, which is eerily similar to how last year's playoff head-to-head matchup went between these two schools. I believe at least two of those sets were 25-23. I'll look it up for you here in a second. Alina Ryan, give her 11 kills now. 13-10 after the super long delay that we may never know the answer of why it existed in the first place. Something with substitutions. Markham will get the kill on that one. Blocking error. Out it goes. Another point for Apex Friendship. So last year, Gibbons was 14-0. Of course, we had a short season last year as the North Carolina High School Athletic Association was essentially forced to push every sport into one semester. AK Young, her 11th kill. And at the time, again, this is the playoffs we're talking about. Gibbons 14-0. Gibbons 13-0 and Apex Friendship 14-0. The first set was 26-24. The second set 25-21. In the third set 27-25. So even closer last year than it has been right now, with two of those sets needing a few extra points to determine a winner. I probably could have looked that up for you before the match, but better late than never. Morrison from the back row. Might be the shortest player on the court with a big swing there. AK Young. Boy, something about the spin she puts on that ball when she goes up the swing makes it so hard for the block to keep in bounds. Very hard for the block to control it. 15-12 is your score. Hatchet. Oh, it's called out. Very close. Hatchet thought she had found a corner there on the backside. Reed with another great dig there to keep that one in. A little bit too much on it from Cardinal Gibbons, so it's out. The point goes to the Patriots. 17-12 now. Braylon Prosky with the serve. AK Young, give her another one. 13 kills. And she'll be subbed out here rather than heading to the back row. Caroline Schaefer comes in, and she will be the person serving this next point. Big swing there from Ashlyn Haney, her 4th kill of the match. Both Haney and Annalise Bowdoff don't have a high number of kills, but they've come at very important times. Ashlyn Haney on the serve. Back row, this is Markham, and another amazing dig by Reed. It hits the ceiling, and Schaefer keeps it alive, but that's where it stops. Timeout, Cardinal Gibbons, as Apex Friendship has built a nice little 19-13 lead. We are ready to start back play, 19-13. Celia Ryan going to Alex Hatchett. Pretty nice setup there coming out of the timeout for the Crusaders. Now Hatchett will serve. Krosky with a great dig there to keep it alive. Fouled off. That's going to be out. Caught the top of the net and went awry. Markham will get this one back over the net. Celia Ryan with a change of pace there for the kill. India Navarre is in. 10 kills for India Navarre, team high. 20 now. 5 points away are the Patriots from forcing a fourth set. Big point there. Macy Lita. Oh, a collision there on the Gibbons side of the net, and it doesn't quite get across. Looks like no one's hurt, which is a good thing. 21-17 now. I believe that will be credited as a kill to Markham, which would give her 10. Alina Ryan swinging there for Gibbons. Markham comes right back. Give her 11 kills on the match, 22-17. 3 points away. Big swing there from Apex Friendship. Gives them 23 points. I was kind of blocked off from seeing which number that was. This is Navarre here on the serve. 2 points away from closing out the fourth set. This is Lita. Oh, Navarre got the dig, but the ball went straight to a steel beam and came down a little bit quicker than the Patriots were imagining. Courtney Morrison back in to serve. Ball seemed to also kind of take a corkscrew spin towards the corner. A little bit of trouble there. Meredith Reed digging it out for Gibbons. Alina Ryan, this has been blocked by Navarre and it stays in. Alina Ryan just free ball across the net. Markham with the attempt, but we have a block there. And a very impressive one at that. Jadira Gwandam with an important block, and that forces a timeout because the score looks a little familiar, 23-19. There's about a 4-point difference in the second set when Gibbons started its rally. Coming back to win the second set, take this 2-0 lead in the match. And now here we are, 23-19. Patriots just 2 away. The Crusaders within striking distance, just 6 points away. Just getting it across the net is Ashlyn Haney for Apex Friendship, and they are 1 point away. That one is out, 25-19. Apex Friendship wins the third set. Gibbons will take a 2-1 lead. Or I should say Gibbons leads 2-1 going into the fourth set. We'll take a quick break and be back here in just a minute. We've got a 3-minute period in between the third set and the fourth set. We'll come back. I'll have a few stats for you. We're ready to give you the fourth set in this great matchup between two teams ranked in the top 5 of the high school OT rankings. And we are back. This is AK Young with the attempt, but it is blocked. Another big-time block coming from Abby Morse, the 6'1 senior. I've got that at least 3 blocks for Abby Morse, and you can feel the energy picking up on the Apex Friendship side. There's only one way out of this, and that is to win 2 more sets We have a little bit of a conference here. I believe that was Alina Ryan with the attempt. Maybe it was Celia, the freshman and the senior. Both on the court at the same time. Similar numbers. One wears 23, the other wears 33. And they're going to say, yes, it did take a deflection. And the point will be the Crusaders. To have, to hold, and to cherish. 1-1. Avery Markham, whoa, that one has some heat on it, but Courtney Morrison was up to it. AK Young finding the soft spot in the defense. 14 kills for the junior. Look at this point here by both sides as we go round and round. Alina Ryan is going to end up with a kill on that one. Apex Friendship unable to return it. 3-1, Gibbons leads. Safety first, folks. Always have your shoes tied before competing in athletics. Bad things happen when you don't. Maddie Cox going for Avery Markham. Blocking error as it goes out. And the Patriots cut the lead early in the fourth set. Apex Friendship. Oh, wow, look at this. Celia Ryan to Alina Ryan. The Ryan tag team coming up big there. I was saying, Apex Friendship this year finds themselves in a loaded Southwest Wake Athletic Conference. Now they've been in the South Wake Conference. Now it's Southwest, minor change. That reflects the new realignment. Gibbons gets it over. I thought that was 4 hits. So did a few people in the Patriots crowd. And the point will still be the Patriots. Not sure if that was related to the 4 hits or if that was just a ball don't lie kind of situation. Whatever the case may be. It is now 4-3 Gibbons. Celia Ryan going to AK Young. Boy, she has kept the Patriots defense guessing tonight. And look at AK Young hitting the floor to keep that ball alive. Balfour, too much for Gibbons to handle. Four kills now. Into the net goes the serve by Prosky. We're tied at 4. Let's see if I can finish this thought now. Actually, sorry, that was Gibbons' 5th point. Gibbons leads 5-4. Apex Friendship now in the Southwest Wake instead of the South Wake because the conferences have changed. So no longer do they share the conference with Garner. Instead, they pick up Cary schools like Cary, Green Hope, Green Level, and Panther Creek. They keep Holly Springs and Apex as conference opponents. And let me just say, in most sports, that is a loaded league. Apex Friendship won its conference last year. Green Hope won its conference last year. Green Hope won 4 straight state titles entering last season. Then Gibbons wins. And on top of that, you've got Green Level, which is in its first year with seniors. And you've already seen how good they are coming in here and defeating the Crusaders 3-2. Gibbons on the other side, as that last kill was credited to Alex Hatchett. Gibbons on the other side in a Cap 6. And there are more changes than meets the eye when going from the Cap 7 to the Cap 6. No more Southeast Raleigh or Athens Drive. Or excuse me, no more Southeast Raleigh and Millbrook. Replacing those two is Athens Drive. Still the biggest in-conference competition for Gibbons would be Broughton. And don't look past Leesville Road or Athens Drive for that matter. Pretty solid program. An impressive kill right there by Macy Leda. Give her 8. 8 kills in this match. Navarre. Oh, look at Meredith Reeg. Oh, no, look at Meredith Reeg. She's hurt on that one. She laid it all on the line there to keep that ball in play, and then she started grabbing her knee. I thought she was a little more seriously injured. Appears to be staying in the game. The ball eventually did not reach the other side of the net. Hit something in the upper levels here. Steel beams. The next ball goes right at Reeg. She keeps it in, and that one's going to be a little too high. For Chadira Gwandam. Alina Ryan, big time point there. Maybe it's a cramp for Meredith Reeg. She's kind of stretching out her left leg a little bit. Maybe not an impact injury, but rather more of a hydration issue. As active as she has been tonight, all over the court, playing great defense. It's only natural your body exerts itself a little bit. Avery Markham, haven't called her name in a while. Unofficially, that's her 14th kill of the night as she goes down the line, and the Patriots regain the lead. Maddie Cox on the serve, a little bit too much for Gibbons to handle. Have not said that a whole lot tonight. Gibbons' serve receive has been incredibly strong. The ability to get a good pass, jumpstart the offense. Cox going again to the same spot. Markham trying to get it over the block. This is Reed going A.K. Young. Saved, or I should say dug out there. And another impressive block by Abby Morse. Right place at the right time. That give her at least 4 blocks in this contest. And Apex Friendship is up 10-8. Again, we told you coming in, Apex Friendship ranked number 2 in the East among all teams, all classifications, and all athletic associations by high school OT. Cardinal Gibbons was ranked number 5. Again, that's in the East. The number 1 team is North Raleigh Christian. That's an independent school powerhouse. Apex Friendship number 2, Green Hope number 3, Green Level number 4. So as I kind of was alluding to earlier, numbers 2, 3, and 4 are all in the same conference, the Southwest Wake Athletic Conference, a.k.a. the SWAC. So that is a loaded league for sure. Let's take a quick look at some future Gibbons matchups. We'll dive into conference play next week with Broughton. And then I have to remind myself that next Friday's game against Millbrook is non-conference. Very weird to think of Millbrook as not being in the Cap 6. And that's the only non-conference game the rest of the way. So this, tonight, is not only one of the best tests of the year, it's also one of the last best tests. Not saying that Broughton and Leesville are not competitive, not saying that at all. But as far as getting another top 5 matchup, as for now, this appears to be the last one of those that'll be popping up until playoff time for the Crusaders. The same is definitely not true for the Patriots, who have to share that conference with Green Level Gators and the Green Hope Falcons. A.K. Young, 15 on the night. And the Apex Friendship lead is down to 1. The Patriots will play Broughton next week in non-conference and then start their conference play the following week. A.K. Young, did it take a deflection? It did. Give her 16. I haven't even mentioned Holly Springs, which is in that same conference, or Apex, which is in that same conference. Both of those teams also ranked currently by high school OT. That's 5 teams in a league with, I believe, only 7 conference opponents. That one goes into the net. Morse, good idea. Just couldn't quite get enough to get it over the net, and Gibbons has its lead. It's worked its way back slowly and surely here, 12-11. Morrison with a great dig there. Alina Ryan. It's Ashlyn Haney coming up again with a big point for Apex Friendship. 12-12 here in the 4th set. A.K. Young, just too much for the block to handle tonight. 17 kills. Maddie Cox with another no-look attempt there. Alex Hatchett, the middle hitter, doing what she does so well. 7 kills for her. We have ourselves a timeout. Apex Friendship wanting to regroup here as Gibbons has extended its lead, slim lead, to 14-12. Gibbons block stands tall. That first attempt by the Patriots. It gets around to A.K. Young, and she puts it down. What an incredible game by A.K. Young. 18 kills. The next highest would be Avery Markham of Apex Friendship, who has 14. Whoa! Meredith Reed with an incredible dig, but nonetheless, it'll be a kill for Avery Markham. She was parallel to the court and diving for that one. Meredith Reed really standing out here. Over the net, and down for a point. 8 kills now for Alex Hatchett. What Meredith Reed is doing is certainly a welcome thing when Megan Beaver is out with injury. Also got to give a shout out to the person serving this one, Caroline Schaefer, defensive specialist, who has had to play a lot tonight as well. She gets the ace there, and it's 17-13. That lead getting a little bit more comfortable for the Crusaders. Picking her spot. This is Maddie Cox trying to go up top to Indian Navarre. Ashlyn Haney's attempt is dug out there by Maddie Cox. Haney tries it again. Going to the far side, but too high. 18-13. And you figured at some point right there, it wasn't going to be too much longer until Apex Friendship had to take a timeout, and they do. 18-13. Cardinal Gibbons leading here in the fourth set, leading the match 2-1. It's still Caroline Schaefer's serve here. Maddie Cox to Ashlyn Haney for Apex Friendship. Whoa, what a great job that was there by the Patriots to keep that ball alive. But Celia Ryan finishes it off. A great effort, and then a little bit deflating when the opposing team gets the point off that. 6 more points is all the Crusaders need to close out this match. Should be a very big result considering everything that was on the line coming in. Whoa, Indian Navarre, goodness gracious. The elevation she gets just sends that ball straight down. Nothing you can do about that. Again, Apex Friendship will have a number of high-level matches the rest of the way according to their Max Preps schedule, including a tournament on the weekend of September 11th, facing, among others, Ardrey Kell. Ardrey Kell is ranked #1 in high school T in the western half of the state. And, of course, they have 2 meetings with Green Level, 2 meetings with Green Hope, 2 with Apex, 2 with Holly Springs. As far as Gibbons is concerned, They still have 2 meetings with Broughton. But non-conference-wise, this appears to be about it. Macy Leda, and we are getting closer to closing this thing out, folks. 21-14. Alex Hatchett on the serve. Cox tries to tip it at the net. Let's see what they've whistled here. They'll be awarding a point to Apex Friendship. Apex Friendship has to dig itself out of a steep hole. They need 10 more points, trying to reach that 25 cutoff before Cardinal Gibbons can score the next 4. Tall task indeed. Maddie Cox trying to find it, and instead it looks like Indian Navarre will get the block on that one. Make it 9 points. The margin gets a little bit easier, a little bit more manageable. Navarre again with the block, but Gibbons keeps it alive. Back row, Markham takes a swing. Back to Leda, whoa, that one. Give her 10 kills in the match. I'm sorry, actually, the Gibbons does have one big tournament that they are also attending. It's not in Max Preps yet, but they'll be traveling to Louisville. One of the top tournaments in the nation is played there every year. We have a block at the net. Gibbons now 2 points away, so both teams have a big tournament left. This matchup might not be the last time we see this matchup this year. Caroline Schaefer with the ace. 24-16. Oh, it gives them some trouble. Another ace for Caroline Schaefer. And we're all done here, folks. 25-16, the 4th set. Gibbons wins the match 3-1. Everything you would expect from 2 of the top 5 teams in the high school T rankings. Big time result. Here's some final stats before we let you go. Unofficial, of course, because this is only as good as I was able to keep them tonight. But what I have is that A.K. Young of Cardinal Gibbons with a match-high 18 kills. Alex Hatchett, the talented middle hitter, had 8. Alina Ryan had 15. And also for Gibbons, the sophomore Macy Leda with 10. On the Apex Friendship side, Avery Markham had a team-high 15 kills. And Indian Navarre had 11. Those are all the players with at least double-digit kills in this one. It was a fun one to bring to you. This is J. Mike Blake, part of Cardinal Gibbons High School. Gibbons Game Day. Hope you enjoyed listening along with us, no matter which side you were supporting. We'll see you next time. This will not be our last broadcast.